Welcome to Wednesday edition of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO slash owner of SoReal Studios LLC, DeMarcus and my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on, man?
What's up? What's up? How you
Well,
doing out there?
hopefully they doing pretty fine. It seems like that we are ready for Wednesday. We are ready for some more topics. Congratulations before we start. Congratulations to the LA Dodgers on winning the World Series. They won it in six. Another LA team has won a championship in 2020.
All for Kobe.
Yeah, all for Kobe. So you know what's next to finish it off?
You been, I said.
The Rams, baby. It's time for us to finish it off for the LA team for us to win the Super Bowl this year. Well, it'll be in 2021. So I guess it wouldn't count.
It won't count.
Okay. Anyway,
You had your chance.
yeah, yeah, we did 2 years ago, but
Okay.
it's the new year. It's 2020. Anything can happen. We have seen that.
Absolutely nothing can go good.
We have seen plenty of things that can go good, and the Rams winning the Super Bowl would be great. Great way to end this whole pandemic. We win the Super Bowl. COVID is over. Back to living a better life. I believe we are the cure for COVID.
Please delete that. Please. I'm not affiliated.
This is hope. This is hope. But yeah, we haven't been talking about the NBA, so I feel like that we need to discuss this. So we can get started with the NBA. They are talking about having the season start in December. Some
Yeah.
have been saying that we need to start on Martin Luther King Day. But we ain't gonna discuss that. What we will discuss is the free agency, the most important part of the year, in which some stars or some good players, key players, are available. And with them being available, good teams need these key players in order for them to make it past what they did the previous year. You got the Boston Celtics. You have the Miami Heat, who just went to the NBA Finals. You have the Clippers. You have the Nuggets. Pretty much, even the Lakers. Even the Lakers probably won't sit and improve and do more to prove that nobody can beat them. So
Because
with that,
at this point, you have to be able to contend. So
yeah, you really do. And you got to be able to maintain. Because just winning one championship does not mean that you are the best. Okay. Being the best and being a dynasty in which teams hope and dream to be, you have to win back to back. You have to win multiple. You have to win 3 out of the 6 years. You have to win at least half. Because I can say that the Spurs was a dynasty in my eyes. Even though they never went back to back, they won 3 of 6. They won in '03, '05, and '07. That's something that teams ain't
that's an
normally able
accomplishment.
to do.
That's an accomplishment.
That's pretty much the same thing as three-peat. Because
I
you
wouldn't go that
three-peat,
far. I
no,
wouldn't go that
you
far.
you three-peat and then don't win the other 3 years, you pretty much won 3 out of 6. But I would take three-peat over winning 3 out of 6.
Of course you would.
Okay, but
Because
I'm saying that when it comes to championships, they both have three.
it just kind of sound like a little brother talking. But all right, I get what you're saying.
No, what
I
I'm
get what you're
saying
saying.
is, I'm
I
not
get I,
saying
I
that
get it.
both one is better than the other. Well, the three-peat is better than the other one,
Of
but
course it
both of
is.
them easily got 3 rings out of 6 years.
Okay, I give you that.
So, and
Then we
both
talking
of
about
them,
players.
well, I'm talking about dynasty. I ain't talking about players. I'm
Okay.
talking about a team dynasty.
Okay.
I can say winning 3 out of 6 and 3-peating will make you a dynasty.
It's up there. It's just not the same.
No, it's
It's
not
just
the same, but I
just not the
still
same.
think it's a dynasty. It's levels to dynasty.
It's up there. It's up there.
Yeah,
I get it.
it's levels to it. But these are my top 5 free agency. Top 5 free agent players. And I want to do an early prediction on where you think they will go. First person.
I'm gonna disappoint you with everything I'm gonna say.
You probably, because I probably disappoint you more. First person.
Okay.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Yep.
He did decide not to come back because he was nursing that torn Achilles. And he should be 100% healthy this coming up season. But he does not have a team. Where you think he should go?
Think he should go. Originally I had him staying. This was surprising to me for it to happen like that. Best possible landing spot where he could, just kind of fit in the mix. And here again, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know, you going to be upset with this, is the Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
Yep. Back up. Back up.
The New Orleans Pelicans.
Back up. He going back.
He's going back to the New Orleans
He's
Pelicans.
going back. Yep. Back up.
Okay.
I mean, it's either that or the Mavs, man. It's either that or the Mavs. Like the Mavs had a close second with me, but I get further into the Mavs situation later on.
Okay. So you said that. Well, I'm gonna disappoint you even more because I got him going to 2 locations. First location, which is the second best to me, the second best option to me would be the Los Angeles Lakers. No, the Los Angeles Clippers. My bad. The LA Clippers. I feel like that with DeMarcus Cousins there, they need to dethrone the Lakers, helping with DeMarcus Cousins, because you're not going to get the old DeMarcus Cousins. But you can get somebody close to him. He can get close to that. You can get him to give you about 18 points, 8 rebounds. That should be good enough for you to win. I feel like that DeMarcus Cousins can still be available. And the Clippers need hype, because if Dwight Howard plans on returning back, JaVale McGee plans on returning back. Who the other big dude they have? Well, them the only 2 I can think of. If both of them plan on returning back, they need somebody besides Zubac in order to rebound. And I feel like DeMarcus Cousins will be that person to big body one of those 2 big men and get the rebound, especially Dwight Howard, because I feel like he could still just be a bully, if I might say, a bully to Dwight Howard,
and end up in possible foul trouble.
He ain't no dominant role. He's just a key role.
Think about the minutes.
He ain't gonna play that much minutes because he's coming back from a torn Achilles, and he's big. Now KD is a different story, but KD won't be playing like 42 to 45 minutes, but he'll still give you about 35, 38, and still give you great numbers because he's Kevin Durant. DeMarcus Cousins is big and he's old, and it's gonna be trouble for him to move with a torn Achilles with his weight.
So if you can give him 25, 30 minutes, he's more dominant than Dwight Howard.
Yeah, of course he is.
In those minutes.
Of course he is. But as of now, he might get it later on in the season, but as of now, they're gonna work with him probably 20, 23 minutes just to make sure that that injury is not going to be able to linger and
I'm,
get even
I'm,
worse.
I mean, I can see that. I can see
But
that.
that's just my second pick. My favorite, and I hate to say it, would be the Warriors. I can see the Warriors getting him, and then guess what? Another threat in the West. Even though they already a threat because they're gonna have Steph Curry coming back, they're gonna have Clay coming back. They already got Draymond Green, who will be able to do the things he can do now because nobody looked at him as a number one player. Okay, you can stop it. You can
That
stop it by thinking that he was a number one player. He is a great key player to that team. He does the things that they need him to do in order for them to win. But he ain't the main reason why they're winning. Okay, you can stop that with the Draymond Green. He will be better now since Clay and Steph is out there to get the points going. But I
yeah.
do can see them, the Warriors picking them up because the Warriors they finna load. They finna load up. I already see it. I can see it coming. Warriors
But I
finna
mean,
load up.
The Warriors weren't really just a terrible team. They were just young.
No, no, of course they wasn't a terrible team. However, teams have been better since they've been that good back in the day before they had KD. Teams have got better. Lots of teams have got better, especially in the West
Meaning without KD.
without KD. Yes.
Okay, I'm. You know what? Let's yeah. Move on.
All right. This next one is I feel like he can still do something in the NBA, even though he is getting up there in age. I feel like that he could help out a team if healthy.
For the record, we're not talking about the Asian Kevin Durant's hair.
Yes,
We're not talking. We're not talking about that. We're
we
not talking about his alopecia. We're not talking about that.
yeah, I did not see that coming, but whatever.
All right.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Marc Gasol. Marc
Right.
Gasol, Paul's little brother, a player who has won a championship with the Toronto Raptors. Um, a player who is also a big man, in which many teams do need a big man that can help them out in order to win.
He the last of the big man.
Yeah, he pretty much last of the typical big men, if you
Right.
might say. The
Traditional.
typical. Yeah,
Traditional.
yeah, traditional. That'd be a better word. Traditional big man.
Yeah.
So, where do you think he will go?
Mavs.
Man,
Mavs. I mean, I'm like think about the chemistry, man. Think about that. That would be a great addition to their team. I love how that goes. I don't even have a second. That's how I feel it's gonna go.
I have a second.
I love it. I
I,
love it.
I
What
feel
you
like
got?
he can. That would be crazy, but he can go ahead and finish off in Memphis. That'd be my second. But number one, I agree with you, man.
Okay.
If nobody decides they want Marcus, just let him finish his career back in Memphis. Okay, that was he mainly known for being there. He ain't gonna cause any problems because his character is nothing like that whatsoever. And
Right.
that young team, he can bring a veteran leadership to that team. And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr. do needs that veteran leadership. So does John Morant.
Yeah.
So,
That'll be a good place for him. I can agree with that. But
but I mainly agree with you on that match. He would be perfect fit for the match.
so he definitely will not retire.
No, I
Definitely
believe
not.
he
Okay.
still got 1 or 2 more years. It depends. It depends on what people do.
Around him or where
No,
he's
I'm talking
placed.
about where he's going. Like who's
Okay.
willing to pick
Yeah.
him up.
You're
Like
right.
if
Right.
nobody's able to want to pick him up, yeah, he will retire. But if
Okay.
he got
Gotcha.
offers out there, yes, he will play. Just
Gotcha.
depends on the offers. Now, I don't know about Atlanta Hawks. I don't know if he'll go there. He ain't going nowhere that wants to rebuild, unless it's well, I can't even say Memphis is a rebuilding because they actually are retooling, possible getting a chance to continue. They just
Meaning,
missing some people, some pieces.
meaning by February.
Yeah,
Well, I can't even say February.
well, yeah,
Cause
because the
like
season might start in January.
it, right, everything throwed off right now. I can't even say that. So do you think it's a possibility that I can't even say it, man, because it's like it's everything throwed off right now, and we don't know how it's gonna play out. So
Don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
But as of
You know.
right now, we can say that he can go to the Mavs and be a perfect fit. If not, go ahead and retire and go back to the Grizzlies for one more year.
It's possible.
Yes, it's definitely possible. Now, let's go to your former player, team player on your team, Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward finally could say that he's healthy. Is he a
Yeah.
100% finally? He still got some juice left in him?
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, where do you think he can go?
He's content, man. He gonna earn some more money this year. He good where he at.
So
He
he
good.
so he's
Ain't
staying with
nobody.
y'all.
Yeah. Ain't nobody else gonna offer him what we can offer him. He's not gonna opt out. I think he's content. We stayed with him throughout the whole ankle injury, with some more injuries, with family, emergencies. We have had his back. He ain't going nowhere. He content. He happy. He ain't going nowhere.
Okay. Well, I do not have him going back to y'all. I'm sorry. I feel like
Okay.
y'all can move on from him. Don't have to pay him, and y'all can save that money for somebody better.
But we've been paying him throughout the injury.
Yeah, and his time is up, and his pay is done. Okay.
Time is up, but now is the time that we need him most.
I feel like I can get somebody else. So
We can, but do we ever? Do we ever?
we can find out. We shall
Do
find out. It
do
is
we ever?
2020.
Do we
Anything can
ever?
happen.
We don't
After
get
dealing with 2020, anything can happen.
what major moves have we made in the last 15 years?
It is 2020. How many times I got to say that?
All
It
right.
is 2020.
All
Change
right.
is coming. Things are different now. So the second team I'm gonna pick. I don't know why I think reunions matter so much. Probably because I'm a Spurs fan. But I'm gonna pick the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz, let him come back to Utah. It just don't look the same with him being in the Celtics uniform. It really don't look the same with him being in any uniform besides that Utah Jazz uniform. I feel like him coming back, making that return will be a nice little piece for that team. Just the spirit, because he was loved back there in Utah. They loved him as a player, and they will welcome him back with open arms. Okay, and they understood what decision that he had to make. He had to go somewhere for the money. He had to go somewhere for a better chance of making it to the NBA Finals. And now, since he tried that and failed, based off injuries, he can come back home. But that's just my second. First team, Indiana Pacers. They are about to lose Victor Oladipo. You need to replace Victor Oladipo some way. And I feel like Gordon Hayward ain't a perfect fit, but it's a nice fit.
Not
It's a
even
nice
close.
fit for the Indiana Pacers, and you won't have to expect him to be a dominant player because y'all are rebuilding. Trust me, y'all are rebuilding. Y'all can pay him. Y'all will have the money to pay him, and y'all ain't looking to go to the champ. You ain't looking to go to the championship yet,
This is a
but
waste.
y'all can help Gordon Hayward get his career back on a 1 year deal just to check and see how he would look.
For Indiana, this is their last attempt without losing Oladipo. This is their last attempt at trying anything. Why would you sign Gordon Hayward?
Oladipo is gone. Okay, he will be gone. I don't know where, but he will be gone.
All right.
Trust me, he is gone this year. So get Gordon. And who knows? After that 1 year deal, he might be good enough for y'all to keep him for a long period of time. It's just a good fill out year for Gordon Hayward.
Guess what? I'm not banking on that.
Well, I wouldn't bank on it. It's just my prediction.
All right.
I still like that Utah Jazz play though. All right.
That makes more sense.
Now let's go to another big man. There's so many big men here, but this is the best big man to me for his value. Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond. A man can still give you about 20-20. He can give you some good presence in the paint for blocking shots, making sure nobody gets in the paint, scoring on you. He still got something to prove, and he wants to go to a contending team. So, Reggie, who do you think he should go? Where do you think he should go?
He should come to the Celtics like I've been screaming for the last 4 years, ever since his contract ended with the Pistons. I need him to come over to us. I need that. I don't care nothing about his free throw percentage. He can't shoot. He's Shaq in the clutch. I get it. I still appreciate what you will give me on a night in, night out basis. I need that 20-20, like you just said. I need that. Give me that. I will compensate you handsomely. Danny Ainge needs to have more direct focus. We lost it with Greg Monroe. Greg Monroe would have been a decent and efficient piece to our puzzle, but yet and still we lost him. Then next thing you know, we completely lost on Drummond. Like I don't understand. But regardless, we need somebody big. Andre Drummond would have been the best piece, but for the money in his contract, he gonna stay where he put.
With Cleveland?
He gonna stay put.
Nah.
He gonna stay put.
Nah, I don't think so. All right, so I got two teams.
He gonna stay put.
For the money, this is my second favorite team. For the money, and I'm basically saying for the money because I feel like he can get paid if he go this way.
He paid now.
No, I'm talking about he can stay paid and won't lose the money that he already had. That he can get paid just as much. Yeah, but I feel like that people won't pay him as much as this team will pay him because they definitely will pay him in order to have him on that team.
Cleveland paid him $28 million.
He don't want to be in Cleveland. Nobody's winning in Cleveland.
He getting paid.
So Tristan Thompson getting paid. You think he still want to be in Cleveland?
He getting paid.
They finna stop paying him because I don't know why in the world they paid him. They should have stopped him. They should have stopped paying him when LeBron left. But LeBron got them paid, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. LeBron got Tristan Thompson paid, and he raked, yes, I said it, raked the Cavs out of their check every single, bye week? I think they get paid bi-weekly, the 1st and the 15th. But I feel like he will be gone, and he will go to second favorite, Dallas Mavericks. Dallas looking for a big man so bad, and if they get Drummond,
I agree.
Man, we better watch out for the Mavericks because they will have a big man for your ass. And I hate it. I hate the Mavs. I'm a huge Spurs fan, and I hate the Mavs. But I feel like that can happen. If that happens, they're going to be a serious threat in the West. Not only in the West, but in the whole entire league.
Right.
Now,
especially from what they can offer him.
Oh, yeah. That's why I said he can go up there for the money. He can definitely get paid Mark Cuban is not afraid to spend that check, and he
I
will do it handsomely.
I can definitely agree with that, but I think he gonna stay put, man.
But
I
the
really
number one team, because I feel like that this person has been praying. He's been praying so hard for this to happen, and I feel like his prayers will be answered this year. Reggie, he will be going to the Boston Celtics. He will be coming to y'all because you won't be having Gordon Hayward, so you have enough money for him, and now y'all can get him and finally have the big man that you've been waiting for the longest. Because you said Al Horford wasn't a big man.
he wouldn't.
Okay then,
He
Andre.
isn't.
Well, you thought you had the faith in Fab Melo, but you see how dreadful that was.
Taco.
You still got Taco Fall, and that's still dreadful. It's a little bit better than Fab Melo, but it's still
Taco.
dreadful to me.
Taco. Alright, man.
Yeah, Taco is a good personality to be on that team, but when it comes to numbers and putting up stats, no, no. He can be that Greg Oden when he rode that coattail to the championship in what 2015 or was it 2017 with the
Don't
Cavs.
you don't you ever bring up Greg Oden's knees
You
on
remember?
this
You
podcast
remember he was
again?
celebrating it with the championship. They had the Eastern Conference championship, and he was doing his little dance.
I said, don't you ever bring up
The,
his knees in this podcast again,
the
man.
Greg
That
Oden dance. He was
that's
celebrating. I
terrible.
ain't done shit, but he celebrated.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but anyway, I feel like Andre Drummond needs to go there. He does. He needs to go there. If he goes there, y'all will be second favorites. Because I still got the Brooklyn Nets as the favorites in the East.
Okay.
And I'm finna let you know more about that in a few minutes. Now,
All right.
last but not least, DeMarr DeRozan. He will be gone from the Spurs. Will the Spurs sign him up? Who knows? He still can give you great numbers. He can give you 20 some points a game. He has increased in his assists and rebounding because with the Spurs, he did give us 26, not 26, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists a game. I believe he did up to 6 assists per game, but regardless of the fact, he still can give you great numbers. And whoever that's a contending team picks him up will clearly be a favorite if they grab him because he still
If
got that much left in the tank. I really believe it.
if it's a contending team.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever
If
contending team picks him up. No, not just any team, a contending team.
well, I mean, out of the teams that we're looking at, the only contending teams are the Nuggets,
Think he going to the Nuggets?
possibly.
Hmm.
That would be a good addition, but that's not my number one
Oh,
or number two.
okay.
Number one, and this is not contending.
Wow.
Knicks. Yep, going to the Knicks.
The Knickerbockers? Really?
I mean,
He must go in for the money.
who doesn't go for the money? Who doesn't?
What other reason to go to the Knicks but for the money?
Doesn't?
They're not. They ain't won a championship since Phil Jackson was a player.
All right. Well, explain to me why Melo went.
For the money. I
Exactly.
know he loved New York too now, and he was chasing Lala. Which I agree with both of those. I
Okay.
agree
All
with
right.
both. I would
All
have
right.
chased Lala and went for the money. Goddamn, no lie.
All right. So that lets me know he did the right thing, right?
Yes, but
All
DeMarcus
right.
DeRozan, no, that would be the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, for his career. But yeah, that's one of the things he finna do. The other thing is he gonna end up on the Pistons.
What are you gonna do there?
Help the East.
Help the Pistons with what?
I
10,
mean,
5 more wins, and they still not make the playoffs.
what do you mean 5 wins? He get 5 wins, 5 more wins with the Pistons.
The Pistons are trash. I'm sorry. The Pistons are straight other garbage.
First of all, the Pistons are better than Orlando. The Pistons are better than Atlanta.
Orlando made the playoffs, didn't it?
The bubble.
So it was
Yes.
still the playoff. The
Yes.
Pistons didn't even make it to the bubble.
The bubble. That's why I'm asking because like there's an asterisk here now. So
But
like
the Pistons didn't make it to the bubble.
the bubble was created. Like we can't even talk about that. The whole season was a fucking catastrophe.
They ain't make it to the bubble. So you think he gonna go from not even making it to a bubble to putting them in the playoff just based off the road?
DeRozan on the Pistons can make the playoffs.
Okay. You did say this was gonna make me upset. You was right.
I don't understand why you don't
I
understand.
was good on the first four. I wasn't
Like
really
no,
upset,
I
but
don't
this
understand why
is
you don't
very
understand
upsetting.
why you don't understand that DeRozan on the Pistons could drastically improve their squad.
Anybody on the Pistons will still make them the Pistons. Okay, Pistons ain't doing nothing. I'm sorry, they're not doing anything,
Okay.
and they won't be doing anything. They just that bad, just that bad. But I digress. I now let me put the two teams that he should go to. All right, number two. Both of them are in the East because I feel like he does miss the East, and I feel like he do want to make a return back to the East. So the number two team I want to say is the Miami Heat. I feel like with him going with Jimmy Buckets, both of them because they just be honest, they needed another score. They had plenty enough shooting, but they needed another score in order for them to actually beat the Lakers. They needed
They
another
got
score.
enough scorers. They
Who?
got
They
enough.
got shooters, not scorers.
It's the same.
Bam is a he's a decent scorer, but he's not consistent enough. He's more of a defensive threat than a big man in the paint. He can shoot sometimes, but he's not a scorer. Now Gordon Dragic, he is a scorer, but he's not a top scorer. Something like DeMarr DeRozan could be. Yes, DeMarr DeRozan is a better scorer than Gordon Dragic. Come on now. Now you know that's true. That's not true. Go say it right now. No. I want to hear it. Say Gordon Dragic is a better scorer than DeMarr DeRozan. Say it. Okay, you know he's not. All right, so number one, and if this team does it, I got them as the champs. Easily, no question. They get this player, they automatically the champs. I'm gonna write it down. If the Brooklyn Nets find a way to get DeMar DeRozan, they are the champs. Hands down. No question. Kyrie,
Not finna happen.
DeMar DeRozan, and KD. That will be too crucial for any team. They got
Not happen.
too much scoring now. They got way too much scoring now. It can happen in a sign of trade. Yeah, they have to lose some pieces. They definitely will have to lose some pieces. But you still got Kyrie, DeMar DeRozan, and KD. So it really wouldn't even matter. And then they can still keep Who's that big man that used to play for the Clippers? Uh, Man, I can't even
DeAndre
remember.
Jordan.
Yeah, DJ. And they still have him as a big man. I don't think that Jared Allen will be one of the pieces that will be moved. I believe more of the guards that will be gone in that sign and trade deal with the Spurs. And I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it not one bit as long as they give us those picks that y'all received when y'all signed the trade and gave away Paul Pierce and KG. We'll want the same amount, but we want something close. And then we'll be settled for the next 3 years.
You just keep going for yourself right now.
I'm not going for myself. I'm just saying what I feel could happen.
That's what it
Those
sounds
are
like.
predictions.
That's what it
Reggie,
sounds like.
prediction. Prediction.
Not helping the mass media. Just
What do you mean not helping the mass media? I've seen plenty of people say that the Brooklyn Nets could get DeRozan.
okay.
I have. But that's enough for that. That's enough for our predictions on the players. Let's talk about these new head coaches and the places they went to. So, got Stan Van Gundy. He's gone to the Pelicans. You got Steve Nash, who is the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets.
Who you spoke highly on?
Yes, I did. I have spoken highly on Steve Nash. I believe he is a good piece. I feel like he can Steve Kerr that team to winning. To winning a lot. I don't know about the championships yet because I got to know how KD and Kyrie can form together. But hey, LeBron did it, but I feel like KD can do it too. So, Tyrone Lue gone to the Clippers. And I forgot all about this. Your boy, he got him a job. Doc Rivers. He went to the 76ers. And the 76ers just signed today, breaking news, Daryl Morey, the old GM for the Houston Rockets. Gave him a 5-year deal. So, with that being said, which coach signing was the best?
I'm gonna go with Van Gundy.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Well, I mean, if you go back and look at his whole, career, Van Gundy has just been a winning coach.
True.
In college, in the pros, like I just feel like the team that he's with now, this is his time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did have Steve Nash at a close second.
Okay.
Because of the talent that he does have, which you mentioned. So it's just like, you know what, the better coach at this point in time, because like I just said, all Steve Nash got to do is just sit back and ride his wave. At this point in time, all he got to do is just ride. He is easily deep into the playoffs with the talent that he has on the front three. I'm not sure on that bench, but at the same time, with those three, we can easily run it up 80 points between first and third quarter. Easily. With those three. So, yeah, I got Van Gundy just because I know what he's capable of doing. He a politics coach, man. He ain't gonna let me down.
No. I agree with you on that, but I do not have him number one. I do have Tyrone Lue as number one. And this is why. Tyrone Lue knows the game. He knows the game. It may not have looked like it when he was coaching for the Cavs, because mainly we all know LeBron James was pretty much running pretty much everything with the Cavs. But he respected Tyrone Lue. And that's something that Tyrone Lue can get out of Kawhi and Paul George. The respect. I don't feel like that Kawhi and Paul George respected Doc Rivers. That's just me. I just feel like that they did not respect him whatsoever because Doc allowed so much to happen. They allowed Kawhi to take days off. They allowed Kawhi to have his girlfriend be on the plane. They allowed Kawhi to miss practice or be late or things like that. I feel like with Tyronn Lue, that stuff was not happening. And Kawhi will realize that that stuff don't need to happen in order for them to win. Because to be honest with you, Kawhi has had an easy career. He haven't had no tough career. He started off with the Spurs, in which he ain't have to be the best player on that team, in which he had a Tim Duncan, he had a Manu, he had a Tony Parker that he could depend on. All he had to do was do his part, and he won. And then when they left, he had a LaMarcus Aldridge that can help him, but he became better and better as the time went by. Then,
because he needed to be the leader.
Yeah, he needed to become that leader. But
Yeah,
then,
right.
the injuries and the fact that, I'm going to be honest, his uncle got in his head, boosted his head up, saying, you're better than this. You don't have to play for the Spurs. You can go wherever you want to and still be great. And yet, he got traded to the Raptors, the same team who consistently been to the playoffs every single year and only get beat by LeBron. So who knows what they could have done if LeBron just stopped beating them, in which you replace a DeMarr DeRozan with a Kawhi, who is clearly better than him. And he takes them even further to the NBA Finals, in which they play the Golden State Warriors team with a KD who was hurt and with a Klay Thompson who was hurt. Did not have fully healthy both of them. So who knows what could have happened if both of those players was healthy. Raptors might not have a championship. Well, we don't know. But they did get the ring.
There's no extra.
No, there's definitely no extras in there.
No extra.
Because that's a part of the game. That's stuff like that can happen.
Straight up.
Now, since he did have that 1 year left on his contract with the Raptors, now he really on a high pedestal. Because now he done won 2 rings. He's been Finals MVP both times. He just came out of a championship. And now he's a free agent in which he can go to any team. And he boosted LeBron James' head up to the fact that LeBron was sure that he was going to the Lakers. Just at the very end, decided to go to the Clippers and find some way for Paul George to join him. And guess what? Reality hit him quick when the Nuggets came back from 3-1 and beat them for them to move on to the Western Conference Finals. That's when the reality hit. And that's when he started to realize that, hey, I just can't do anything I want to and still win. You still have to be humble yourself, and do what you're supposed to do to win. And stop trying to take it easy and think it all just supposed to come to you. Now, with Tyrone Lue as the head coach, he can get that in his head. And I feel like they still need a couple more pieces. They still need
definitely.
Yeah, they still need a couple more pieces. And they definitely need Paul George and Kawhi to be healthy, fully healthy, in order for them to win. And I still feel like they can win, especially with Tyrone Lue as the coach. Because I feel like he can do better than Doc Rivers, who is lenient. Definitely lenient.
So do you replace Reggie, or like what do you do with him?
What, Reggie Jackson?
Yeah.
No, because he did come in the mid of the season. I feel like with a beginning, let him start fresh. I feel like if you replace anybody, and I hate to say it, you replace either Pat Beverly or Lou Will. Pat Beverly or Lou Will. I feel like you can get a better piece for both of them if you put them in a package deal.
Okay.
Like
I
he,
mean,
like I've been hearing rumors. Now these are rumors that they are having interest in Rajon Rondo, and if they can get Rajon Rondo, that would be a good help, especially the way he looked in this bubble.
and definitely get rid of Lou Williams.
Yeah, I feel like that with
Yeah,
them having Lou Williams, I believe he's too much of a scorer for them to have to depend on. They just need somebody that can come off the bench and just actually put up decent
yeah,
numbers instead of
yeah.
just
Just
being that number one, like a starting scorer. Because that's what
right.
Lou Will pretty much is. He's
Yeah,
a starting guard that comes off the bench, and they don't
right,
need nobody like that
right. I agree. I agree.
because they depended on him way too much, and that's what killed them at the end because he wasn't able to come through. Yeah, but my second was Steve Nash. I just feel like that Steve Nash, just like you said, he pretty much gotta just ride the wave,
Yeah,
ride that wave, make sure the chemistry is there with the teammates, and make sure and look at what the Clippers done and don't do what they did because
please don't.
what they did was they allowed their star players to be better than the players that they their teammates, and that's not how you win. That is definitely not how you win because
It's a team game.
I can tell you right now that LeBron James probably ain't doing nothing like that. He probably have all his teammates together with him doing everything together, and that's what makes LeBron James one of the greatest because he know how to be a team player, and he don't just sit there and say it's just about me. It's about what we can do, and that's what people need to learn from him. Besides his business, where his business is off the court is incredible.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
just
give you
saying,
that.
as a team player, yeah, you can't find nobody better.
No.
So I think we gave y'all enough of this NBA because we haven't done it in a while, and
Now y'all
man,
got it.
season's probably gonna come next month, man. Who knows? Who
I ain't no
knows,
telling.
man? Ain't no telling. They just trying to figure all this stuff out. But I do know the NBA free agency is pretty close, and the draft is close. So we'll probably give you our predictions on the draft also
Get ready for that.
in the coming week. So be ready for that. So before we go, Thursday night football. Reggie's division is on TV. We got the Falcons, in which he called them, the Atlanta
Yep.
Falcons, taking
Falcons.
on Teddy Two Gloves in the Carolina Panthers. So, with that being said, Reggie, who you got?
I got the Panthers. The Falcons will fail again. I don't have any faith in them. Their fans, have you seen their fans? Their fans are furious and have been furious. If I was a fan, I would be furious too. Like, what the fuck is going on with my establishment right now? There's
and,
nothing that I can do.
and I also heard that they trying to trade one of their top defensive ends. So I feel like they pretty much given up on this season. I agree. I got the Carolina Panthers too, but I do have this as a high scoring game. I don't know what the over under is, but if I was a betting man, I still take that over because I don't think it would be defensive dominant. It'd be
So
something
regard
like it. It'd be something like the game that Carolina had with y'all, but I believe it'd be a little bit more scoring.
so regardless if it's 48 or 55, you going over.
Yeah, I feel like they can both be in the 30s with this game, even though it's on a Thursday. And Christian McCaffrey should be coming back. And the Carolina Panthers are at home. And the Atlanta Falcons still know how to score. So, yeah, both
Or
defenses
or
ain't going to come
lose
to. Well, they know how to lose, but they definitely know how to score
and lose
and allow teams to score. That's why I said the scoring will be high.
and lose.
If it's 60, bet under. But I feel like anything between 48 and 55, I take that over.
Okay.
All right. That should do it for Wednesday. Um, let's see. What is Friday? Hmm.
Friday we got our UFC. No, yeah, UFC.
Yeah. And we got our muscle shirt. Always we got our muscle shirts. We need to go ahead and get that merchandise out there to the
That
people.
too.
We need to get our muscle shirts, but we still need to game plan on how we're gonna do that. Cause I
It's
feel
gonna
like
be
that's gonna be selling.
yeah. We should do like a MSF thing.
Hashtag.
I don't know about the hashtag.
Yeah, because I don't know what I gotta look up in Google what could MSL
Right. Like
be.
like
It
we
could be
might be
a disease and we shouldn't have got on the t-shirt.
right. Like
Like
these
you
things
sick niggas.
we done trigger some bullshit.
Yeah. We done made the Proud Boys happy and stuff.
Right.
So
That's
yeah,
definitely not what I'm trying to do.
yeah, that's it's gonna be coming though.
Yeah.
Merchandise will be coming. Cause I also been thinking about getting my CEO / owner on a shirt too.
You should.
Cause only I do
Oh yeah. You do.
that. OWNA. That's how I spell owner. Owner.
Okay. That probably somebody probably already got that.
And if they do, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well,
I'm
we
just
can't
gonna
say.
take it. I'm just gonna take it and be like,
Yeah. Say that. I often
okay.
say we can't say we're gonna buy them out.
I'm just gonna take it and be like, okay,
Yeah,
y'all won. Let
this
me try
mine.
something else. Can I spell it differently and be approved?
You know what?
OWNA.
I'm not
I
even
already
gonna
said
speak
that.
on that one. I'm not even gonna speak on that one.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's your fault for being
Yeah.
light skinned.
I
That's
guess.
what I'm not
I
gonna
guess
speak
so.
on.
I guess so, man. What you got going, man?
Not a lot. As you know, I took this new position, so I got to do a lot of paperwork.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
know that's rough.
yeah. I got a lot of paperwork. I gotta run through. So
Know
that's
that.
kind of hindering me on getting some stuff going that I was kind of in the works on. But as always, Reggie Walker, Facebook, Reggie Walker on Twitter. Follow, I share, like, subscribe.
Hmm.
We out here.
Please do. Please do. Continue to comment. I'm responding to everybody's comment. I appreciate the comments from everybody, especially the Dodger fan who did comment on my game 7 between the Braves and the Dodgers. He did say that my team was good, even though his team, the Dodgers, won it all. I commented. I responded back, man. I do that to everybody. Also to the person who did comment on my me and my wife's well, I can see your voice, in which we will have another episode coming this Friday. Yes, I should listen to my wife more often. You are absolutely right, because I suck at making these picks. And the show came on like about an hour ago, and I did better. And you know what? I'm not even gonna spoil it for y'all. Y'all just see on Friday. How about that? Y'all will see on Friday how I did.
I've been told you to listen to your damn wife. I don't know what's wrong with you.
You know what? I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm not gonna deal with it coming from you, okay?
Or
Anybody but you.
just cut,
Anybody.
or just cut the show off then.
No, anybody but you. No,
I'm just
because
saying.
no, anybody but you.
What?
Yes, anybody but you. So catch me on Facebook. SoReal Studios. Catch me on Instagram, SoReal Studios. Do not catch me on Twitter because I don't use it. I'm sorry. I need to start using it. But besides that, I did say that I can see your voice. Episode 4, if I'm not mistaken, will be on Friday. So stay tuned for that. Starting next week, hopefully I get my green screen. I will be doing sports news. Just popped this out of my head. Good idea. I'm gonna be doing sports news on the daily. And it ain't gonna be number like 5 minutes per day, in which I'll just give you news and my thoughts on the news. So stay tuned for that. I will be doing sports news. So besides that, game show coming up next month, Troop or Dab. Also, Dream or Reality coming up next month. Stay tuned for that. I got a lot of things coming up. I will be busy next month, and I feel like that's when my success will be coming. Also, I will be having a Twitch in December. I'm still working out the kinks. I need a better computer in order for me to do my Twitch, so y'all can watch me play some games. So, or you can join in playing the games with me. So you'll definitely see that coming. Besides that, that is it. That is it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, see y'all on Friday, Muscle Shirt Friday, with our predictions, our muscle shirts, and another episode of the SoReal Sports Podcast. We shall see y'all Friday. Be easy.
Peace and love.